All right, Matt the Mortgage Guy here, shooting a quick video giving you some good advice on what to do before you buy a house. Now, what I'm going to give advice on is while you're going through the pre-approval process, everybody out there is screaming from the rooftops, you got to get pre-approved. You've got to get that in line before you go shopping for houses. So hopefully that's been ingrained in enough people's heads. I don't have to preach that. But what I am going to preach is when you're getting pre-approved, dig in a little bit and run through some scenarios. Get really comfortable with what price points equate to what monthly mortgage payments, so that you know before you're out there walking through open houses, with your realtor, falling in love and getting emotional, exactly what price point you're targeting and what that monthly mortgage payment is going to look like. For an example, when we do a pre-approval here in my office, part of the pre-approval process when we're done and we say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you're pre-approved, and we don't even tell them up to this amount unless they ask, to be completely honest. We know you talked about wanting to look for something in the $450,000 range. You weren't sure whether you're going to put 5 or 10% down. So what we did is we put together some scenarios: 400, 425, 450, with both in 5 and 10% down, so you can look at exactly what's going to be needed cash to close and your monthly payment. Let us know if there's any other scenarios you want to see. Now, what I've learned is that this is really useful for folks, because as they're looking at this, reviewing it with their partner and kind of brainstorming around what neighborhood they want to live in, what price point they're targeting, and what's comfortable monthly payment, they can really plan and be intentional about what they're doing in the home buying process. Because the consumer knows better than I do their personal situation and what on a monthly basis is going to be a comfortable mortgage payment. So if they have some time to let that sink in and really review it and look at multiple scenarios, they go, okay, a little bit nicer house for this price point, but we're trying to target, the $2,300 a month mortgage payment. Then before they're out there getting emotional and looking at a house that, through their emotion of falling in love with the house, the brain starts to justify, well, I know we want to stick to $2,300 a month, but $2,650, I'm just going to have to do Starbucks a couple less times, and I'll Uber 2 days a week. So rather than do that, get really comfortable with what you're looking for, the price point you're trying to stick to, and be armed with all that knowledge before you go looking at houses. I think that's really setting you up to win. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Until next time.